Peace world, this is Born Divine Allah. Coming straight out of Jacksonville, Florida for you. New Jersey born and bred. Holla at you. Check this out. Right now, I'm doing a story of the Black Godfather, the Black Caesar, our real life Superfly, who escaped the law. The feds took his big bags of money and disappeared on him. Some people think he's dead. Others think he's living lovely. There was a few sightings of him. Some in Houston, Texas. Some in North Carolina. Some other sightings was in Africa, and other places abroad. So this is the story of Frank Mattews. Born and raised in Durham, North Carolina. The reason I know so much about Frank Mattews because my grandfather owned a garment business with the Gambino Khan family in New York. So, and he also owned a couple of nightclubs in New Jersey. One was called the Fox Trap, and the other was called Brown Derby. He got part owner of Brown Derby. So, Brown Derby is in Elizabeth, New Jersey. For people that don't know, was in Elizabeth, New Jersey. So my grandfather used to always tell me about this guy. He was telling me how if you're going to be in a drug game, if you're going to keep being in a drug game, be like Frank Mattews. Why y'all all worshiping John Gotti? John Gotti got caught. Frank never got caught. He's like, be like him. Don't be like these devils. Don't be like these guineas. Be like Frank Mattews. Frank Mattews been on a wanted list for over 40 years. I probably got 50 now. But he, like I said, his story starts from Durham, North Carolina. Durham, North Carolina was like the first black Wall Street other than Oklahoma. Durham, North Carolina, over there they own like Black Wall Street in North Carolina. So there's a lot of prominent businessmen, owners, teachers, doctors, people that own stores, restaurants, everything. At that time it was predominantly black. And most of them people from Durham, North Carolina, they could walk into Duke and get a scholarship easy because their family had money like that. Back in, I'll say the 50s, the 40s, 50s, it was like that there. Frank Mattews, he got caught stealing chickens when he was like 16. When he was 16, got caught stealing chickens. So the next year later, he left and went to New York City. When he went to New York City, he was a typical country boy. You know, the way he dressed, he carried himself. He wasn't no superstar player. You know what I mean? In the game at the time, his first stop though was Philly. And he was doing small time number running in Philly. He stayed in Philly a while. Got too hot out there. And he relocated to Brooklyn, New York. When he got to New York, he got with some people that was big in the game out there, some black people that was big in the game out there. He even got a chance to have a sit down with the Gambino boss about hooking him up with the pipeline to the drug connection for the heroin. That Guinea didn't want to give him an opportunity because he probably knew sooner or later he would have to kill him or he would be killed. So he wasn't going to set himself up for failure, and he was going to set no nigga up to be rich. So he met somebody that he was locked up with. That's how he got the French connection. When he got that French connection, the ball was rolling. He flew under the radar. People, only time he had people at his house, he had events, he did business meetings and stuff like that. The only way he got caught because a nosy ass detective was living next door to him. And he started taking down, seeing all the different license plates from different states and cities. You know what I mean? So he was like, yo. So he went. Think we should. He told his captain, his chief, we should investigate this guy because I think he's something illegal. So, boom, they had paid there. He was in something illegal, but they still couldn't catch him. They raided a couple of spots. He wasn't there. He got away. He had Philly, Maryland, D.C., Jersey, New York on Smash. He made Frank Lucas look like Nicky Barnes, basically, you know. That's how cool he had it. And he did all this He did all this by the time he was 32, when he dipped on him. Now the reason he got caught up is because he went to Vegas. That's how he washed his money in Vegas. You know what I'm saying? And people, people snitching and telling. So he went to Vegas, wash his money. And when he leave trying to leave Vegas, they stop him right then there at the airport. And lock him and some other ballers up from Detroit, Michigan. So they couldn't hold him on that really, because the money was clean, whatever. They had to let him go. When they let him go, the New York police, feds got him in New York. And gave him about a $5 million bill, I think they said. At that time, $5 million bill right now, back then, be like a $50 million bill now. He bailed out. Once he got out, he was going back and forth to court like he was supposed to. However, the night with the court, he already beat one of the charges. So he said, they're about to put a second charge on you, the Rockefeller law. You know what I'm saying? And basically, the Rockefeller law it's a kingpin law, kingpin charge. You don't have to be caught selling drugs or doing nothing. But if you got any ill-gotten money from people that sold drugs, or people murdered for you, or things of that nature, they could charge you with that and send you away for the rest of your life as the boss. So so he found out he was going to do that. As soon as he found out he was going to do that, he left the court and never turned back. He went home, gave his wife and kids kisses. He dipped. He bounced. He made a stop in Durham, North Carolina, to the safety deposit box where he had about between $15 and $20 million stashed. He took his girlfriend because he had a little side piece. You know, bad side piece. You know how most of the big-time drug dealers are. He's a family man. He lived a double life. So he had a bad side piece. He took her and he rolled out. Their first stop was Houston, Texas. Once he got to Houston, Texas, somebody dropped the dime and he was out there. But after that, they don't know what happened to him. It's a lot of stories like he's been sighted here, been sighted there over the course of years. And then what I believe is, I believe he's alive. Too much money and power for him to just somebody just touch him that easy. The girl had never been seen again. He's never been seen again. The girl was 18 at the time. She left her parents and her family to be with this man. I tell you what that dope dick could do to motherfucking girls. You know what I mean? Yo, I don't understand it, but hey, it's what you like. You like it, I love it. So Frank Mattews, he's been on the run. He's been America's most wanted for the last almost 50 years now, 45, 50 years, somewhere around there. Don't get me lying. Allegedly, he left a lot of money hidden and left a lot of people with money. He took care of his peoples. That's why his peoples never turned on him. When I say he took care of his peoples should come back like, yo, Frank, man, I got this money at the house for you, $1 million in 2 bags. Frank was like, I'll come get it next week. Oh, I'll come get it next week. Then Frank came. Frank was like, I'll get it next month. So the boy called Frank and was like, yo, man, what you want me to do with your money? Frank was like, nigga, if you broke, spend the motherfucking money, nigga. Leave me alone, Jack. Smooth motherfucker. Smooth, real G, man. Frank Mattews is a real black gangster because he got away rich and unharmed. So, y'all can talk about them Nicky Barnes and Frank Lucases that did all that time and all that telling they did. Talk about Big Meech and them that did all that time. I respect Big Meech and them gang because they ain't snitch either. When you talk about all of them, you got to think about the person's right over them. John Gotti Autumn, Frank Mattews, the Black Superfly. Yo, y'all have a great day. This Born Divine Line. Peace. I'm out.